It's time for another garden tour. Are you ready? Let's go. Flea is here to help with our tour. What do you think we should show them? She probably thinks I should show you the food bowl. Let's start over here on the side of the porch. Remember when my tiny hollyhock was so tiny? Now it's got 4 leaves and it has a friend. I am super excited. We always had these growing up when I was a kid. And if we come over here, you will see that we have a ton of mint. But our mint has powdery mildew. I don't know what to do about that. Do you know what to do about that? Let me know in the comments. Flea thinks this is an absolutely perfect spot. A little farther to the left, we have some more of the mint that we were gifted. And then we have new mints. I just transplanted these yesterday from my friend Oakley. They gave us several different herbs that you'll see today. Our other mint is still going well. I still haven't figured out which of these is which. I need to really sit down and do that one day. A tiny little itty bitty mint here. I think this is this is the curly mint. And actually, it's not as tiny as I thought. I feel like we had a mint plant here and I probably killed it. Oops. Over here on this side, we have some more mint. There's also some debris, sorry about that. Back behind here, we have another mint. Over here, we have one too. And here we have one that's really different. So that's cool. My tomato plant is probably protesting the fact that I don't remember to water it. Oops. Over here, we have lemon balm. All of this is 2 plants. Everything is 1 except for this little plant here. So we transplanted that. I really hope it makes it and it lives and produces all kinds of other cool lemon balms. We have fireweed or burnweed. I'm waiting for it to fully bloom before I try and dehydrate any more of it. Flea is not very impressed with this section of the garden. Over here, you can see the mulberries that I've been trying to kill. And actually, while I'm out here, we will get a few more green pieces off. There, much better. Flea doesn't like the mulberries. She supports their removal. This one's looking good. So, out in the garden, my sunflowers are actually giving up their sunflowers, their seeds. You can see some of them on the ground for this one. My tomatoes are doing great, absolutely fabulous. Everything's looking a little dry today, but it's all good. You can see where one of the other sunflowers shed all of its seeds here. My amaranth is doing great. I probably need to start grabbing that off of the plant. Bachelor's buttons are done. Sad. These 2 sunflowers, I don't know if they'll actually, well, yeah, I guess they have some seeds. We'll see what they do. The tomatoes, like I said, doing really, really well. More burnweed. Brussels sprouts are really getting about big enough to eat. Check those babies out. We do have a little bit of an issue still going on with cabbage worms. I actually didn't check this one today. Nope, no cabbage worms that I see. And over here, my sad, pathetic green beans we are going to be making a video trying to save them. Hopefully that'll work. I love green beans. Some more of the wild greens that came up from the seeds given by earlier plants. We do still have some tomatillos. Right now, this one doesn't have a lot of blooms. Some of them have died, but some of them, like this one, are still doing great. Doesn't have any that are ready to be picked, but that's fine. It can take its time, and in with it is an actual tomato plant. I believe this tomato plant is the one that produces the beefsteak tomatoes, the ones that are multicolor. Let's see. More of our amazing green beans. We also have green beans here. I don't think I've been getting them watered, so I need to make sure the hose gets this far out. My cucumbers they just really crapped out this year. I'm gonna try one more time to add some Epsom salt mixture to them, to their water, and see if that revives them, but otherwise I don't really know what else to do. If you know, please tell me in the comments. More of my tomatoes that are ready to pick. It's really surreal for me to have tomatoes that are orange when they're ready. Not used to that. Another crop of kale. I got mad and cut it all down. It just grew right back. All right, that's fine. I can eat some kale. We've got some greens here. Probably gonna eat those in the next couple of days as a salad. Some more green beans. These are probably ready to pick, as are these. Check out that green bean action. Growing great. Not really ready to harvest necessarily, but they're doing really well. Calendula, I'm averaging, I probably pick about 3 a day, 3 flowers to dehydrate, which is fabulous. That's gonna give me a great amount to work with as I make lotions and salves over the winter. This tomatillo is doing great, and underneath it we see more of the calendula. We've got another tomatillo that's about ready. My compost tea, I have forgotten to stir it for like a week and a half. I don't know what's happening in there. God only knows. Kind of afraid. And our marigolds over here are about to start blooming. So that's super exciting. More calendula growing here, living its best life. My sage, still living. Yay! I haven't actually done anything with it. I should probably like trim it down maybe. What do you even do with sage? Like, do you cut it down and trim it? Do you wait till the fall to dry it? Have you ever worked with sage? If not, I'll look it up, but I thought I would ask here. Now, as we walk toward the back, kind of doing things in a different order today. You can see where I tried to chop this mulberry and then let it go, and it's growing ginormously again. My cosmos are getting nice and big, but I want them to bloom. Guess it would help if I watered them. So by contrast, I did not let this mulberry grow. I've been plucking the little green starts off of it every day, and it seems to be slowly dying. Check and see if there's any green shoots I see on it today. And I do not. You might, but I do not. Over here, you can see that I have mallow that has gone to seed. My mallow is officially done for the year. And I'm assuming somewhere in there is probably seeds. Oh yeah, look, there's a bunch in there. We're just gonna toss those on the ground, let that go. Morning glories. Clearly I gave up the fight against them. My watermelon is watermeloning. I feel like I probably just need to cut it down because I can't imagine it actually growing watermelons that'll be ready before our first frost. But I think I'm gonna try and pluck off the flowers so it, you know, really focuses on the watermelon it has. I might let a second one grow. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. Oh, yep, there's another. Let's pluck that guy off. And this one is actually forming a watermelon. There. Over here, nothing really has changed that much in this area. But as we go over to the herb garden, you can see that we actually have marigolds starting to bloom here. Yes, I have weeds. Whatever, they'll be fine. Nobody dies from them. My stevia is doing great. Thyme is out of control. Probably need to trim that again. If you're wondering what everyone's getting from me for Christmas, the answer is probably thyme and other spices. Still have some basil hanging out here, doing great. And there too, and here, and hiding under here. So that's pretty cool. Calendula's still doing great. Nasturtiums, they're still here. They grow really slowly. It kind of makes me sad, but you know, whatevs. We have a cabbage moth hanging out here. Need to grab the net and get him. But these alyssum, oh my God, they smell so good. Over here, we've got our next crop of dill coming up. And we've got lettuces. So that's pretty cool. And then our last new addition for the day. Over here, we have a bunch of oregano. Wait, is this where I put the oregano? Yeah, oregano. So I planted oregano all in a line over here. So I'm hoping that those will come, they will grow, and they will be amazing. And yes, I really did water them last night. It just clearly wasn't enough. So I guess that's what I'll be doing next. In the next couple of weeks, we'll be trying out the compost tea in the garden. We will be planting some of the fall crops, the lettuces and things that you want to plant when it starts to get a little cool. And probably we'll be starting to research when exactly it's time to plant your winter seeds, the ones that need cold stratification. So you have to plant them before the winter starts so that they can experience that cold temperature and the wetness to be able to weaken the shell of the seed and prepare the plants for growth in the spring. So we'll be doing that with like our lavender, because I only have one lavender plant in spite of numerous attempts. Probably some rosemary. I don't have rosemary yet. Probably some more of the mallows. I'll be grabbing their seeds and preserving them and tossing them all around, trying to get more mallows to grow next year. A lot of things like that. So what about you? How are things going in your garden? What are you doing right now? Let me know in the comments. Let's talk. Let's compare notes, and maybe there's something I've forgotten to do that you'll remind me of. So let's just have a conversation in the comments. And as always, I will see you next time. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and as always, eat something wild.